What's another interesting aspect that have from you, like Pawan has been working with think tank called WRI India since like nearly more than a decade now, right? You've been talking to a lot of government the sector, the ministry, the agencies, the people directly, right? So it'll be very interesting for a user to understand how do you actually navigate through this system, right? Considering what are the, or let me just start with what are the biggest mistakes that you see an individual approaching to a government sector or a bureaucrat or somebody in that field? What is the biggest mistake that they are making?
I wouldn't say a mistake, but I would say it's a learning. It is basically, don't go in for, we're always very attracted and passionate about our own ideas. I think it's also important to little bit zoom out and understand how the system is really functioning and what is it that decision makers or policy makers are interested in looking at, right? So a little bit of the context, the background, and the systems view is very important rather than getting down to very narrow view of your details are important, but I think it's important to understand this aspect very clearly.
And let's suppose if somebody has done a small pilot, right? And now they see that the government should find a value to this and they want to scale it up to 5 cities, 4 cities, and they want to reach out to government. What are two, three different things that they should be ready with before even approaching a government sector?
Yeah, they should come and partner with organizations like us. We'll definitely help them. But in addition to that, there's so many initiatives by government of India, right? Like they run these missions. Many ministries run their own innovation programs and challenges, and there are opportunities for them to demonstrate the solutions, and also both at the national level and at the state level. Many governments also actually create these big startup melas and innovations opportunities for them to come and present this idea. So I would say that there's been a lot of progress in approaching. These are the kind of platforms
They
where you
should
need to
use.
plug in.
Nice. And when you were approaching all these bureaucrats or government officials, what do you feel that what's a difference between a good and a great bureaucrat which are into this field?
I've always interacted with only great bureaucrats. There's no good or great, it's always great. We have extremely, you know, very sharp and exceptional officers that are there. And what I have seen is they are really, really passionate about wanting to solve problems that we face, right? Whatever in their role they are doing. So I found them to be extremely listening, giving time, even, I mean, imagine, they work 17 to 18 hours on a daily basis,
Yes.
and in spite of that they do find time to interact, to get inputs, to get feedbacks, to do. We also need to learn this art of how do you create elevator pitches
Yes.
to pitch your idea versus because your first interaction may be for just 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then how do you get your idea across? That's why I was saying don't get so much uh, bogged down by getting into the nitty gritty in the very first meeting. How do you really find that opportunity to talk about certain thing that you're specific about, and then you always get time where they're spending 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour to really understand. So you also have to create that, demonstrate that value that you're bringing to the table, right? So that is extremely important. So I would say they are great and exceptional officers.